Welcome to the Cosmic Wonders series. Today, we're blasting off to explore one of the most exciting space adventures of our time, NASA's incredible plan to get us back to the moon. But you know, this isn't just about a quick visit. This time, the plan is to stay.
So here's our flight plan for today. First, we'll take a quick look back at the amazing legacy of the first moon missions. Then, we'll meet the new program, Artemis. After that, we'll break down the step-by-step plan to get us there and really dig into the big question, why go back? And finally, we'll look ahead to an even more distant world.
You know, to really get where we're going, we first have to remember where we've been. I mean, think about it. More than 50 years ago, the whole world was just glued to their televisions, watching one of the greatest moments in all of human history happen live.
Those missions, the Apollo missions that first landed people on the moon, they were like the unbelievable first chapter in this giant adventure book. It was an amazing, incredible start, but the story was far from over.
Well, now NASA is ready to write Chapter 2. And this brand new mission has a name that, honestly, couldn't be more perfect for connecting our past with our future.
Say hello to Artemis. This name choice is just so clever. See, in Greek mythology, Artemis was the goddess of the moon and, get this, the twin sister of Apollo. So naming the new program Artemis is just this perfect nod, showing that this new mission is the sister to those original Apollo missions, building on everything they accomplished.
And the cosmic family reunion doesn't stop there. The super powerful new spacecraft that's going to carry the astronauts, it's called Orion. And in the myths, Orion was the hunting companion of Artemis. It's like the whole team is getting back together for this epic new quest into space.
Okay, so we've got the name, we've got the spacecraft, but what's the actual plan? How exactly is NASA going to get us from here all the way back to the surface of the moon? Let's take a look at the mission roadmap. NASA's being really smart about this, taking a very careful step-by-step approach. Step 1 was Artemis I, back in 2022. That was a huge success, an uncrewed test flight to make sure the rocket and capsule worked perfectly. Next up is Artemis II, which will take astronauts on a trip around the moon and back. Think of it as a dress rehearsal. For Step 3, Artemis III will be another test, this time for the lunar lander systems, and then the big one. Step 4, Artemis IV will be the first time humans land on the moon since the Apollo era. And it doesn't stop there. Step 5, Artemis V, will start the incredible job of actually building a long-term base on the moon.
Now, to make any of this happen, you need some serious power. The rocket they built for these missions is called the Space Launch System, or SLS, and at liftoff it generates a mind-boggling 8.8 million pounds of thrust. To give you an idea of what that means, that's more power than 160,000 car engines all firing at the exact same time. It's just an unbelievable amount of force, and it's what you need to break free from Earth's gravity.
This really shows you how far rocket technology has come. The Saturn V rocket, the one that took the Apollo astronauts to the moon, was a legend, an icon of engineering. But this new SLS rocket, it's even more powerful, by about 15%. And that extra power is absolutely crucial. It means the Artemis missions can carry way more stuff, like bigger habitats for astronauts, and more science gear for a long-term stay. It's a true beast, built for this whole new era of deep space exploration.
But this all leads to the biggest question, right? Why? Why go through all this trouble and effort just to go back? Well, the truth is, this time it's about so much more than leaving a few footprints and planting a flag.
This simple quote from NASA really says it all. The Apollo missions were incredible, but they were short visits. Artemis. Artemis is about getting a permanent address on the moon.
So yeah, we're going back to learn how to live there. By setting up a base, we can develop and test all sorts of new technologies for deep space, things like better life support or ways to protect from radiation. We can do brand new science and even check out resources we found on the moon, like water ice. Imagine turning that into breathable air or even rocket fuel. You can think of it like this. If Apollo was like a quick camping trip, Artemis is all about building a permanent science cabin in the woods.
And building that research cabin on the moon? Believe it or not, that's not even the final goal. It's actually a really important stepping stone on the path to an even more ambitious destination. The moon is basically the perfect training ground. Everything we learn there, how to build habitats, how to use local resources, how to keep astronauts safe on really long missions, all of that is practice for the next giant leap for humanity, sending astronauts to Mars. So as we watch these Artemis missions unfold over the next few years, we're not just watching a return to the moon. We're actually watching the very first steps on the journey to Mars. It really makes you wonder what incredible discoveries the next generation of explorers, maybe even some of you watching right now, what you'll make out there among the stars. Thank you for listening to this Cosmic Wonders episode.